Namaskar, good evening. You are watching Rajya Sabha television. I am Smriti Rastogi with News Tonight. Let's begin the bulletin with the top headlines. India has a new policy on terror. We use language that terrorists understand, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In Noida, Prime Minister launches Blue Line Metro extension from Noida Electronic City, unveils construction of Khurja and Buxar's power plant by a video link. India exposes Pakistan's stalled talks on terror. Government says Islamabad not taking any credible action despite being given irrefutable evidence about terrorists operating from its soil. Terrorism is the main threat to the collective dream of peace. Force should be used for defense, not to attack, says Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu in San Jose. Joint statement issued after his talks with Costa Rican President Carlos Alvarado. Both nations signed MOUs related to collaboration in various fields. NIA issues summons to Hurriyat leader Mirwais Umar Farooq and Syed Ali Shah Gilani's son Naseem Gilani. Separatist leaders to be questioned in terror funding case. NIA had conducted raids on their houses on 26th February. India on Saturday has asserted that if Pakistan claims to be a new Pakistan with a new thinking, then it should demonstrate new action against terror groups operating with impunity from its soil. The MEA's comments come a day after Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan said he will not allow Pakistani soil to be used for terror directed at other countries. Khan has been saying that a new Pakistan is embarking on a new journey under his leadership.
India on Saturday called Pakistan's bluff on its lack of action against terror. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said the manner in which Pakistan Foreign Minister talks about terror organization Jaish-e-Mohammed clearly shows their intentions on dealing with terrorism.
Is Pakistan defending the Jaish-e-Mohammed and acting as its spokesperson? Does Pakistan's claim have any credibility? Pakistan has failed to take any credible action against Jaish-e-Mohammed and other terrorist organizations which continue to operate with impunity from Pakistan. The widespread presence of terrorist camps in Pakistan is a public knowledge, both within and outside Pakistan. Repeated requests by us and the international community for Pakistan to take action against such groups has been met with denial.
Charging Pakistan with spreading lies against India, Ravish Kumar said Islamabad is claiming to have shot down 2 Indian fighter jets instead of 1. He said if Pakistan does have a video recording of it, why isn't it bringing the evidence before the media? On the other hand, he said that India has irrefutable evidence that Pakistan used an F-16 in the military action against India.
Pakistan should explain why it continues to deny that its F-16 aircraft has been shot down. We have asked the United States to also examine whether the use of F-16 against India is in accordance with the terms and conditions of SEAL.
Ravish Kumar also said that Pakistan will be judged not by words but on the action it takes to dismantle the terror infrastructure on its soil. He asserted that India's non-military strike on the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist training camp in Balakot achieved its desired objective.
We have and we will continue to act with responsibility and maturity. Our armed forces continue to maintain strict vigil and will remain determined in the defense of the nation and its citizens. If Pakistan claims to be a Naya Pakistan, with a नई सोच. It should demonstrate नया action against terrorist groups and terror infrastructure on its soil and end cross-border terrorism in support of its claims.
The External Affairs Ministry spokesperson said if Pakistan claims to be a new Pakistan with a new thinking, then it should demonstrate new action against terror groups. Ravish Kumar also emphasized that all United Nations Security Council members were aware about the JEM training camps and the presence of terror group's chief Masood Azhar in Pakistan and urged the nations to designate him as a global terrorist.
If this is a new Pakistan, Pakistan should do something else, something concrete to dismantle the infrastructure of terrorism so that India can become confident of their actions and also international community. Akhilesh Suman for Rajya Sabha Television with camera person Sanjay in Delhi.
The Ministry of External Affairs has said that the government is aware of fugitive diamond heir Nirav Modi's presence in London and is taking all the necessary steps for his extradition. Addressing a press conference, MEA spokesperson said that Nirav Modi's extradition request is under the consideration of the UK government. Investigation agencies, Enforcement Directorate and the CBI have sent separate requests for his extradition last August. MEA's statement comes just hours after British newspaper Telegraph reported that Nirav Modi is living openly in a swanky £8 million apartment in London's West End and is now involved in a new diamond business. Nirav Modi is wanted in the 13,500 crore rupees Punjab National Bank fraud case.
You are aware that we have made a request based on information received from ED and CBI. We have made a request for extradition with the UK authorities in August last year. Despite whatever we see on television today, the status remains the same. UK is still to respond or is still considering a request for extradition of Nirav Modi.
And for more on this, we'll go across to Mr. SHEEL Sharma, former diplomat. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to Rajya Sabha Television. MEA has underlined very important points that Pakistan is lying about the shooting down of 2 Indian aircrafts and that in reality, India has shot down Pakistan's F-16 aircraft. How successful has India been in nailing Pakistan on this entire issue?
So far, Pakistan's denial and their lies and their contradictions, they prove that they have been caught totally at a spot by the Indian actions. They have a hard time accepting that the terrorist infrastructure is there in Pakistan, but they deny it all the time. They have a hard time accepting that the Pakistani Air Force attacked India and that tried to attack and they were rebutted and their F-16 was shot down. But they have guilty conscience because if they admit it, then they have to explain it to the Americans who had in their supply conditions certain restrictions on the use of F-16. Then they keep saying the stock, there is a stock statement which comes from successive prime ministers that they will not allow Pakistan's soil to be used for terrorism. But it is denied the next day. The very moment it is the statement is made, it begins to be refuted and denied. So this is what is happening. And I think the spokesman has said very correctly that they have to show new action, not these words and these professions of fighting terrorism. They have to show action. The second point that is important is that if they have no role in terrorism, then why are they going in the Security Council trying to defend themselves? And why are their friends trying to prevent this Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar from being declared as a global terrorist? They also have admitted that that man is there, but then he was not very well. Then so the kind of statements which have been coming out from Pakistan over the last fortnight, they keep contradicting each other.
Right.
And they show that Pakistan just wants to whitewash whatever it has been doing. So its promises cannot be taken for whatever they are worth. We have to see action.
Right.
And Indian action actually has compelled them to really come down to talking sense.
Mr. Sharma, one more thing. India has emphasized that the idea of new Pakistan and new perspective, which the Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan had emphasized, can only fructify if renewed action is taken against the terrorism and terrorists by Pakistan. Isn't the message loud and clear this time to Pakistan?
Yes. You know, just by uttering these words like new, you don't become new. You don't change. You have to change. You have to change your behavior. You have to change your practices. You have to change your policy of using terrorism as an instrument of state policy. And for that, you have to demonstrate, as the spokesman said, they have to demonstrate action.
Right.
And so far, nothing of that sort has been in evidence.
Right.
And unless that happens, Pakistan's professions will be just like their other statements. They are just lies, a tissue of lies.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke about...
I think India has been maintaining...
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has told about Nai Niti and Nai Riti of India, New India. How has India's strategy towards terrorism changed in the recent years?
Well, I think one major departure from the past has been that India will not be restrained. This attack that we did at Balakot, it showed that if Pakistan dares to do another terrorist attack in India, or Pakistani-based terrorist organizations inspire other terrorist attacks, then Indian forces will not stop. They will not maintain the restraint that we've maintained so far, and they will go and attack the terrorist infrastructure. And as has been emphasized by us, that these are not military actions; they are actions against the terrorist camps, about whom we have ample intelligence. So the action was preemptory. So this preemptory action against possible terrorist actions from Pakistan soil is the new normal, in a sense, which India has tried to, and successfully established. This is the new niti, I think, which we have.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for joining us and giving us a wider perspective on that development, on the statement by MEA, where it has said, it has cleared the air on a plethora of issues. Now, moving on to some more developments. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday inaugurated Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Institute of Archaeology in Greater Noida and also unveiled the statue of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. He also inaugurated the 6.6-kilometer Noida City Centre, Noida Electronic City Metro section. Addressing a rally in Greater Noida, he underlined that earlier Noida was known for various land scams, but today Noida is known for the new development opportunities.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday inaugurated the Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Institute of Archaeology in Greater Noida. Besides unveiling the statue of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay on the campus of the institute, the Prime Minister inaugurated the 6.6-kilometer Noida City Centre, Noida Electronic City Metro Station, which is an extension of the Delhi Metro's Blue Line.
NCR region total में 30 किलोमीटर हरियाणा में, 60 किलोमीटर यूपी में और 285 किलोमीटर दिल्ली में, ये मिला के this makes the NCR region to be included in the top 5 metro systems in the world.
On this occasion, Prime Minister said that earlier Noida and Greater Noida were known for corruption, rigging tenders and land scams. But now it is identified with development and employment generation.
अथॉरिटी और टेंडर में होने वाले नए नए खेल, जमीन आवंटन में होने वाले घोटालों की वजह से बनी। जब भी नोएडा की बात आती थी तो पहले ऐसी ही खबरें आया करती थी। अब आज नोएडा, ग्रेटर नोएडा की पहचान विकास और परियोजनाओं, रोजगार के नए अवसरों से है।
Prime Minister also laid the foundation stone of 1,320 megawatt thermal power plant in Khurja, Bulandshahr from Greater Noida, and for a 1,320 megawatt power plant in Buxar, Bihar, via the video link. He said that his government has worked to bring investment in electricity transmission and is completing the dream of one nation, one grid.
साथियों, सरकार ने बिजली ट्रांसमिशन के क्षेत्र में भी इन्वेस्टमेंट काफी बढ़ाया, जिसकी वजह से देश के ट्रांसमिशन नेटवर्क में बहुत तेजी से वृद्धि हुई है। इसके कारण न केवल आज देश को सुरक्षित और संतुलित ग्रिड उपलब्ध हुआ है, बल्कि हमने वन नेशन वन ग्रिड का सपना पूरा किया है।
Prime Minister Modi also said that there are reports that our forces were ready to avenge 26/11 Mumbai attacks, but they were not allowed to act.
आज भारत नई रीति और नई नीति पर चल रहा है। उरी हमले के बाद भारत ने सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक करके आतंक के आकाओं को पहली बार उस भाषा में समझाया जो भाषा वो समझते हैं।
He also noted that today India works on Nai Riti, Nai Niti. And after the Uri attack, India for the first time taught terrorists a lesson in a language that they understand. Ravinder Singh Chauran's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Over 2 crore people have registered with Centre's Ayushman Bharat scheme since its launch 5 months ago. Speaking at an event, Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said the government aims to register 3 crore people in the scheme in the next 2 months. Prasad asked the village-level entrepreneurs to contribute in the scheme by ensuring more people avail the health scheme.
आयुष्मान भारत की संख्या 5 करोड़ तुम्हें करनी है, बिल्कुल। और मैं जो काम आपसे अपेक्षा करता हूं, आपने करके दिखाया है, तो 5 करोड़ करना है। अभी ये श्रमिक श्रमयोगी मानदंड जो कार्यक्रम चल रहा है, आज हमारी बहुत सी बहनें यहां बैठी हुई हैं। कल इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे था, और एक संख्या जो मुझे सबसे प्रभावित करती है कि जब हमारी सरकार आई थी तो सीएससी में सिर्फ 13,204 महिला वीएलई थी। अभी उनकी संख्या बढ़कर हो गई है 67,463।
Some more developments. Establishing the dialogue at the highest level, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Costa Rica President Carlos Alvarado held delegation-level talks at President's House in San Jose in Costa Rica today. Addressing a joint statement, both leaders said that they have discussed areas of mutual interest spanning bilateral, regional and multilateral fields. Both leaders also talked in detail on the menace of terrorism and the need to fight it. The two nations also held talks on key areas such as tourism, especially ecotourism, education, space and biotechnology, renewable energy including solar and hydropower, particularly e-governance, skill upgradation, railway construction, among others. India and Costa Rica will also collaborate through academic exchange, university-to-university collaboration, including high-speed virtual connectivity. Vice President Naidu also invited the Costa Rican companies to invest in India and benefit from high returns.
President Quesada and I had fruitful and cordial exchange covering a range of areas of mutual interest spanning bilateral, regional and multilateral fields. There are many new areas of collaboration that hold potential to propel our bilateral relations in the new heights. Key areas include tourism, especially ecotourism, education, space and biotechnology, renewable energy, including solar and hydropower, pharmaceutical, information and communication technology, ICT, particularly e-governance, skill upgradation, railway construction and rolling stock. All these issues we have discussed today at a delegation level meeting. February 14th, in Pulwama, a terrorist organization prescribed by UN has once again demonstrated the need to decisive action by the international community. I have explained our point of view and the actual position, what has happened to His Excellency. Should conclude its deliberations at the earliest and take action against the people who are aiding, funding, training terrorists.
Rajnath Singh addressed the Shakti Kendra Pramukhs of BJP at a convention in Mangalore on Saturday. The Home Minister said that in the past 5 years, Indian forces have carried 3 cross-border strikes. He said, while details of 2 strikes are in public domain, the third one is not known. He also warned Pakistan that they will have to pay a heavy price for harboring terrorists in the country. He asserted that his party, the BJP, is not into politics to gain power, but for the empowerment of the nation. He also condemned the recent attacks on Kashmiri students and asked the BJP workers to stand with them.
और मैं यह भी बताना चाहता हूं कि बहनों भाइयों, पिछले 5 वर्षों में 3 बार अपनी सीमा के बाहर जाकर हम लोगों ने एयर स्ट्राइक कर कामयाबी हासिल की है। 2 को तो मैं बताऊंगा, लेकिन 1 को नहीं बताऊंगा। 2 की जानकारी आपको दूंगा, लेकिन तीसरे की नहीं दूंगा। एक बार आपने देखा कि पुरी में रात को सोए हुए हमारे 17 सेना के जवानों को पाकिस्तान की धरती से आकर आतंकवादियों ने उनके ऊपर कायराना हमला करके उनकी जानें ले ली। उसके बाद हमारे भी सेना के जवानों ने फैसला किया, बहनों भाइयों, और उसके बाद जो कुछ भी हुआ उसकी आपको अच्छी तरह जानकारी है, बताने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। वहां भी हाहाकार मच गया और आज आप यह देख रहे हैं, पहला अटैक वो हुआ था और दूसरी एयर स्ट्राइक हमारी यह हुई है पुलवामा की घटना के बाद। तीसरी की जानकारी आपको मैं नहीं दूंगा।
On the second day of its Akhil Bharatiya Pratinidhi Sabha meet, the RSS resolved to rebuild the Indian family system. A resolution was passed in this regard on Saturday. The organization wants the youth of the country to come forward and save the family system, which currently is torn by social change. RSS Joint General Secretary Dattatreya Hosbole said, due to the world has learnt family system and values from India, but due to social change, this structure is now crumbling. Joint families have given way to nuclear ones and the number of old age homes have swelled in India. The RSS is working towards consolidating the family system in the country. The 3-day meeting of the Akhil Bharatiya Pratinidhi Sabha is being held in Gwalior. Around 1,400 members, including RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, are taking part in the event. And Congress President Rahul Gandhi started the party campaign for the Lok Sabha elections in Karnataka on Saturday. He addressed a public rally in Haveri in Karnataka, where he promised to implement the minimum income guarantee scheme for the poor if elected to power. He also targeted the ruling BJP on terrorism and said his party will never bow down to it. Gandhi expressed confidence that the ruling alliance of Congress and JDS in Karnataka would fight the Lok Sabha elections together.
2019 में जैसे ही कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी, वैसे ही हम गारंटी करके हिंदुस्तान के सब गरीब लोगों को मिनिमम गारंटी इनकम दे देंगे। हर व्यक्ति को, हर गरीब व्यक्ति को कम से कम आमदनी की गारंटी कांग्रेस पार्टी देती है।
The NIA has summoned 2 separatist leaders to appear for questioning in terror financing case. Hurriyat Conference Chairman Mirwais Umar Farooq and the son of separatist leader Syed Ali Shah Gilani have been asked to appear before the NIA headquarters on Monday. Last month, NIA carried out searches at premises of separatist leaders in connection with a case related to the financing of terrorist and separatist groups in Jammu and Kashmir. The NIA probe seeks to identify the chain of players behind the financing of terror activities, pelting of stones on security forces, burning down of schools and damaging government establishments. And that's all we have for you in this edition of News Tonight. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.